Well, I've not done a thumbnail. Shock horror. I could do one now live. Managed to have a spillage, but I have made myself a cup of tea. Hopefully the mic's working. And yeah, List 5 Live, Monday morning. Same old, same old. Now, have I got 5 things to list? We shall see. We shall see. I picked up something this morning, and it was this, which I was thinking, well, I don't think that's worth very much money, and there's bits missing anyway, but it looks quite fun. So it'll probably be a keeper for us. Ah, people are here. I haven't been forgotten. Always a relief. Hello, Pure Retro. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello, Mark. Did you go to Sutton on... When was it open? Saturday. I heard there. I didn't bother. I heard there were about 3 rows, which wasn't worth it at all. Hello, Ali. Hope you're good. Could you let me know if the sound's working? That'd be great. And Elizabeth Gibbs is here. I've been hunting around for biscuits this morning. I made a lovely cup of tea. Couldn't find any biscuits, but I did find a couple of Lindor chocolates, which are like the business, and some Galaxy caramel. So we're going to get tucking into that a bit later on. In fact, I might have one of these now. Mark did go. Hello, Lincoln. How you doing? Sounds good. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. You can't beat that. So, I was a bit bad yesterday. I didn't list anything. But the day before, I listed absolutely shed loads. Absolutely shed loads. Yeah, best chocolate ever. It's that soft chocolate inside. It just absolutely does it. It's like a taste bomb. Brilliant. A new name wanders into the chat that I don't recognise, but he knows who I am. Morning, Chugga Jug. How you doing? Morning, Mike Tyler from Rome. He's visiting the Pope. He's getting a consignment of Pope on a roping. Good to see you, Mark. Dave Repairs has wandered in, and my eye strayed upon an item, and I thought, I should ask Dave Repairs about that, which he always hates, obviously. It's an A600 power supply, and I just found this in a stray carrier bag, but it does not feel light. It feels really light, and I thought really I should test that with my multimeter on whatever pins it is, but I didn't. I chucked it straight into my A600, which may not have been, and it couldn't seem to get anything out of it. So I should test that. Square plug. I think the 500s have a round plug, from what I can remember, but I might be wrong on that as well. But there we go. Dave caught me out last week because I was testing. I was testing a power supply, and you have to change it from AC to DC on various pins, and I wasn't doing that. I'd do the same thing, yeah. Just chuck it in. I thought, well, as long as I turn it off and on quickly, it'd be all right. If I imagine turning it on, it just go boom, straight away. Richard, how you doing? Does Dave charge by the hour? Well, he I sort of pay him by the fact that he can have a moan at me and generally take the mickey out of my repair crappiness and soldering inability. That's the deal, I think. I ask him questions and he takes the mick. Talking of taking the mick, I did think of doing a new feature on the channel, because I did spot last week someone came on and said, you don't want to be buying things that don't work, even though I did sell I had an Apple keyboard, which I probably picked it up for, £1, or I think I got that and a printer for like a £5, so it cost like £1 or £2. This Apple keyboard sold spares and repairs, untested, with the wire. They used to daisy chain these things, apparently. It was from like early 1990s. It sold for $37.99. Messaged the bloke, said, "You do know spares repairs? Looks fine. Looks absolutely, lovely." He goes, "Yeah, fine." So, yeah, I don't mind selling broken things if I buy them for £1 and sell them for like £37.99. Of course, it doesn't always happen like that. But yeah, thinking of that and seeing last week someone was saying you don't want to sell broken things. I thought of doing a new feature, and I was just trying to work out how to cut on, like, do a snip on YouTube, because I wanted to get Harry Enfield, the Only Me bloke. I don't know if anyone remembers him, but it's like, "Only me? You don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this." And it's a feature that if anybody wants to come and tell me, what I'm basically doing wrong in reselling, the floor can be theirs, but I'd call it like a 5-minute section of "Only me. You don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this." I think it sounds like a good idea. Right, what are people saying? Now, Richard, you were on the other day, and I took a punt on the guy's name you were who's on your channel with you on a Saturday or whenever it is, whatever night it is. I hope I got it right, because I just said I called him James. He might even be in the chat now. Who knows? You know what I'm like when I take a risk with a name. But let me know if I got his name wrong. I was going to private message you, but let's just let everyone know. Why not? Monkey Thrifter in. Not even a mod. It's not even a mod here. Dave, I'm sorry, mate. Let's get you modded. Let's go into YouTube. I don't even know how to do it. I know I have to watch my own thing. Okay. Dave the mod. There we go. Dave the mod. It's not a rocker, he's a mod. Hello, Derek. Subscribe to Tap Peddler. Jason, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Jason, otherwise known as Adam. I mean, I can't remember people's names anyway. What are you doing coming in calling yourself Adam when you're Jason? Good to see you, Jason. Jason likes his... Well, he does like picking up the odd graphic novel, little things like that, little gems that... Damien's in, working hard. How you doing, Damien? Hope you're well. Those old ADB Apple keyboards are getting a few and far between. Yeah, I was really happy with that sale. Hello, Julie Pearson. Right. So what should we list? I'm just going to have a little bit of that Galaxy, actually. So, yeah, new feed. I'll have to work out how you clip it. Only me. You don't want to do it like that. Like a 5-minute section open to the chat with all sorts of... You can absolutely pull apart how I resell and give me suggestions how to do it properly. I like the idea of that. And then I'll ignore everyone and just carry on doing it how I'm doing it. Right, I'm going to list a... how do you know it's broken? Well, it wasn't broke. It was untested. I couldn't test it, Dave. I mean, it looked absolutely fine. And I think I put in the listing. It looks brilliant. Could well be working. But I can't test it. I'm not going to buy an Apple from 1990. And you probably could get an adapter. You're probably going to tell me this in a minute. But like I say, sometimes I'm happy getting something for £1, selling it for 38. If I could have got 50, that's just what I've got to put up with. Unlikely to be 40. Yeah, you're quite right. Probably is unlikely to be 40. But I still think I got a good price for it. You're going to tell me I could have got 3 times my money. But there you go. Yeah, it is James. Yeah, I thought it was. I always think I'm taking a risk, but I remember him saying his name was James, and for some reason I remembered that. Right. Occasionally I do remember people's names, or sometimes forget my own name. I'm going to list. Oh my God. This. I'm having a leak. A leak stereo 30 plus. It's been sitting on air. For some reason unlisted. The reason it was unlisted I think was either because I couldn't test the speaker outputs because I didn't think I had any speaker outputs like this. Or so I still got to test it later, but I'm going to list it. Or because I was a bit unsure on these outputs here. But I think those outputs are just standard RCA outputs. And the speaker outputs, I've got some Clef speakers down here, and they've had a funny plug on them. And I thought, that's a bit funny. Am I going to sell it with that? And I just suddenly realised it's the same sort of plug as that. So there we go. I don't think it was broken as much. Pete couldn't test it. Yeah, that's right. You bang on. Pure Retro's got it right. I'll just eat more chocolate. Tam Bell, Sel, how you doing? Listen at work. Oh, yeah, I've got to keep talking. Well, I'm just eating chocolate at the moment. All you're hearing is me eating chocolate. Mmm. Beautiful. Lint balls. So, JR reselling, Speak the Devil. It's James. Yeah, I was saying, James, I kind of went out on a limb trying to remember your name, but I did remember it, which is absolutely miraculous. But yeah, I caught the start of your show, and I'm going to have to watch you and Richard the other day, and I'm going to have to catch up with the rest of it. I go off and have a fish finger sandwich, as you do. My life, I think, revolves around food. Good morning, everyone in the chat. Yes. And James was saying, JL recently, he was saying I'm like Mr. Motivator in the morning on a Monday morning. I think he might be getting me mixed up with someone else, more like Mr. Rotivator. It's all going on in the next door's garden. They're having a wall built by like the other side of our next door neighbours. And it's not being done very well, but we won't worry about that. Right. Hammer sales. Well, when I look at my 30-day graph, at the start of it, it's like I've got a couple of big hills, which are quite good. And then it went very dead. And now I've just managed to get like a little hill, if you know what I mean. So my last 2 days have been 104. Always like to scrape over the 100. And 143. Prefer to scrape over the 200 or 300. Or possibly even 400. I think I've done 500 once. Day before that was 26. Day before that was 92. 103, 124. So far today, £28.78. So, you know, it's I've got quite a few big old days dropping off. I've got £150 day dropping off. I wouldn't worry about that. But all you can do is focus on what you're doing at the moment. So let's get something listed. So I'm going to list this. And this looks really nice. It is with a lovely little case, and it does actually work. It feels really well made. Oh, I can't put that tape in. That's like a computer game tape. It'll just screech like anything. What we got here? Is this Healing Sounds instructional tape? This is in my like box of testing tape things. Have we got a battery in there? Yeah, we have. I was sorting out all my batteries here. I've got a drawer of half-used batteries. But Get a chair. Be aware of your posture and keep your spine as straight as possible. You may put your hands in. So it works. I think a bit weird on one of these. When you use one of your headphone jacks, that doesn't cut out the speaker, but the other one does. So That's got to be listed. Probably going to be listed in this, been lying around. And I've got a few more bits and bobs. But let's have a look at that Leak amp first, and we'll see. Chug a Jug is fairly new to reselling, but loving it. I've hit a hard patch, and at the moment, if anyone could help, give me advice on a few things. Yeah, I could try and give you advice. Definitely source when you can, as much as you can. And the best times for that, well, the boot fair season is coming to an end. So, having your first point is really your sourcing and getting the stuff in. But once you've got that, do make sure that you list every day. Some people will say it doesn't make any difference and all this sort of stuff, but it really, really does. So list every day, be it, if you're starting off, it might be £50 a day listing. To do like £100 or more than that might be quite difficult, unless you've managed to, get a sourcing contact or whatever. But just consistently list £50 worth of stock every day. Do that as your first thing. This is what List 5 Live is really all about. Wake up in the morning and just get 5 things on. I don't think actually quantity of things matters. Don't sort of say to yourself, I want to get 500 things in my shop. It's not about having things in your shop. It's about selling things on your shop. So you're much better off listing 5 things every day and maybe aiming to sell 4 things every day. You'll always get some that don't sell, and eventually you want to get that flow through your shop. I think that'll really help. And see how you go from there. Price things realistically. There's no point you putting like a Wii console up when there's like hundreds of others and you're going for the top price. Go at a price where you see that it's selling. Right. Hope that helps. What did William say? Depends what the hard patch is, selling or buying. Right, here we go. It's about managing my time better. Well, what I would say is, like, you always want to list every day, so make that the first thing you do. I mean, I do try and manage my time better. I'm not that good at it. When you get a sale, so I'll wake up in the morning, list some stuff. When you get a sale, pack it straight away, because sometimes that forms like a nice natural break. And just, do some sort of time management stuff when you can batch, like photograph things. That might help. So if you go, okay, well, I've got a load of stuff, I'm going to batch photograph them. But William's on the ball there. Set goals, hour a day. Time management is so important. But William James, my new website launched Friday, Pete. Oh, excellent. Good stuff. Satio, yeah. Belts. Well, the belts on that Satio, a little bit wobbly, I think, but I will put it in the description. William James listed 600 items yesterday. That is hardcore. Obviously, different sort of thing to what I'm doing. I could never do 600 in a day. Through bulk list from your Shopify store. Oh, that's interesting. You forgot to turn the emails off. My phone was having a seizure. Fantastic. Knock and roll. Yo. How you doing? And happy chap. No, you haven't missed anything. I've just been gabbing for 20 minutes. Who else have I been watching? It's someone called like a reselling Jawa or something. I always like have a look at the new channels that appear on YouTube. Always interesting, and it's someone who's actually got like quite a lot of subs, but he's only just started reselling for the first time, and he popped up on my like suggested. I can't find him now. No, can't find him at all. I was only watching him yesterday, and I'm sure I subbed. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Rick the Reselling Jawa. Yeah. So it's quite interesting, really, you know, to see how people start off and get going. Yeah, it's very interesting. Right. All Pokemon cards. Why is this a six? How many was it? 600 items. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, good luck with those. I know absolutely nothing about Pokemon, apart from like a Charmander goes to a Charizard, Pikachu, and that's about it. We have got a few Pokemon cards kicking around, but probably only from about 5 years ago when my son was interested in them. Right, the Leak Amp. Let's have a look. Look at this. I'm hoping for like over 100 at least. Okay, Leak 30 plus amp. What people are trying to get? 150. Oh, one thing I do want to mention as well is Chris from Cookie and Hayden's, who sometimes pops in the chat. It's always good to see him. He's trying to do. He's not in at the moment, and it's probably because he's trying to do a stream every day, and I think it's for 10 days, which is like a big undertaking to do. So do go and show him a bit of support if you see he pops up on a live. Just drop in and say hello to him, because that would do my head in doing it every day. I think when I started doing YouTube, I did every day, and I thought, wow, how difficult can that be? Just film myself chatting away like I normally do. After about 4 days, I was going absolutely loopy. Okay, so this is a Leak 30 plus with wooden kind of finish. Someone's trying to get one for 150. It's on bids. Okay, so let's have a look. That's with the box. Oh, looks like they sold it, and it must have. It sold on the 27th, so it sold last week, but they're still trying to sell it. It's interesting. So perhaps it fell through. The sale fell through. You can always tell these things. So, yeah, they're trying to get 150 on bids. One sold for 80. I've put in amp. I should put in amplifier, really. One sold for 200, but it had a tuner with it. There are metal ones, untested for 50. 30 plus, great condition, £100, £50. Leak 130. No, it's a different one. It was going for 800 quid. Someone sold one for 250. So again, it's all over the place. I think I might try 150 and see how we go. We'll do that, I think. William James, not an advert, will be too expensive for resellers. Hello, Don. How you doing? Don Clark. Good to see you. Yes, I've got quite a bit of this kind of like. I've got quite a bit of vintage amp stuff here, along with all the Wii boxes. I had about 15 things I was trying to get rid of. I got rid of 4 of them, which brought in some good money. The rest are sticking a bit, and I think it's because I've got a couple of them on pickup only. I've got a CD player, very nice CD player, but I haven't got the locking thing for it, so I didn't really want to send it in the post with the mechanism maybe being thrown around. I might double check that just to see if I can, like, can you buy one, or have I missed something and it's on there all the time? Who knows? Caps. I've taken the wooden case off and the caps look fine. I just need to plug it in and test it. I gave it a bit of a superficial clean with a brush and an air duster, air spray thing. Right, let's have a look. I thought about doing a repair video this week, but I kind of bottled out of it. It was for a remote control K9. And like I haven't repaired it yet, but the most difficult thing was getting the screw caps off. Like, you know, those little plastic covers, the round covers you get, and you get them on light switches. Now, if you have them on light switches, it's quite easy to take them out. You just stick blue tack on it or something and pull them out. But these covers were really like quite deep, just round plastic, and they glued them in. Nightmare. Collection buyers can be most awkward, never turn up when they say, yeah, you're quite right. That's why I don't really like Facebook Marketplace. Right. It's drafted up. I've been very slow today. I've got one of my sons at home because he's gone down with COVID. So, yeah, he's got the dreaded lurgy. So hopefully he'll feel better soon. Someone's just done a new listing for a leak. Let's have a look at this. Working, but requires a little TLC. Pick up one distorted. Okay, interesting. I think 150 could be optimistic here. Might go 120, I think. Hello, Lee. Cola Flipper on his coffee break. Getting through a couple of biscuits and then he'll be back at work. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You've been filling the boot. I see on Instagram. Always see the posts that Lee does at the boot fair. Always good to see. I've not done an Insta post for ages. It's terrible, really. I'm sure I must have. My followers probably dropping off, but let's have a look how many I've got. I haven't given it any TLC at all. I don't even know how to work the thing. How do I find out how many followers I have? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, hang on. Click on that. I've got 953 followers. I follow 107 people, Lee being one of them. So, yeah, Cola Flipper on Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to go for 120 on this. Oh, just clicked the wrong thing. Is that Tommy Bernard? It's Tommy Bernard. How you doing, Tommy Bernard? Now, last week, I just caught the end of when you and Tracy were very, very drunk and were still going at like 10 in the morning. And I was shocked and appalled by how that stream ended with what Tracy, actually was very funny, what Tracy said. I think her last words were something about anal bleaching, which, you know, you don't really hear that every day at 10 o'clock in the morning. But you were obviously both wasted. I'm faffing around with this bloody listing. This is not exactly Daily Refinement, is it? It takes like about 10 seconds to do one listing. Oh. Sometimes you just can't get your arse in gear. It will be good to sell some of this vintage stuff, though, because it does take up a lot of shelf room. I kind of keep it in here because it is quite nice stuff. Yeah, 120 might be a bit optimistic on that, actually. I might go for 100. Got to be realistic with these prices. I had to send off a Go for Broke today, board game, big box thing. And I was like flabbergasted when the postage cost, first of all, it only gave me a Hermes option. And I was like, this is a bit weird. It was going to go Hermes anyway because it was under 2 kilograms. But normally you get UPS and, your other courier options. And then the price was like £6.66. Like, sign of the devil. What's going on? And I noticed it was going to Belfast. So there must be some, because of Brexit and all of this sort of stuff, some extra cost that the couriers are bunging on. So that was a bit of an interesting one, really, because I only put like $5.99 courier charge on it, which is probably, if it was within, England, Scotland, Wales, probably would be around that. But yeah, it's £6.66, and I think I've taken off. All these little things matter when you unexpected costs. But there you go. Lee, no more buying at the moment. Yeah, you have been going a bit bonkers, haven't you? Need to ramp up the selling to pay for the new car. We turned on the heating yesterday or the day before yesterday, and of course, if you tune into the channel, you know the nightmare I had at the start of the year with boilers going wrong. And so the boiler's been like working fine and been getting hot water, but they're heating on for the first time. It was just like, oh, please work. And it did, of course. It's fine. Has bad weather put a stop to the storage warehouse build? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that shed and how it goes. Tara Rasin, how you doing? Good to see you. Boot fairs, though, I think we're very much coming to the end of the season. I said this about a month ago, but my one got rained off this week. So yeah. Monkey Thrifter. Oh, someone's actually listened to me. Yeah, it's brilliant. You only had Hermes as an option. And the other weird thing that's happening with eBay at the moment, if I'm on Android, on like a phone from like the Stone Age, when I reply to someone's message and just click reply, it's bringing up 5 messages, like blank messages. And I don't think I've got a dirty screen. I've done it with this, this plastic cover off. And so is anyone else getting that? A little bit weird. Right, that's the leak done. So this Seisho, which is beautiful looking thing. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyone name that famous person from the 1980s? Beautiful. I could not find this on eBay on solds. Rich is saying, charge more to Northern Ireland. So be aware of that one. I know for Highlands and Islands and, Outer Hebrides, and I actually took them off my postage option because it was ridiculous what they charged. But yeah, Derek in Scotland had to put the heating on the other day. Don't you have it on all year round, like on full blast? And then the boiler cut out. Small fuse on the PCB. Printed circuit board. I had to change my PCB in my old house on my boiler, and I remember when I turned it on, I just thought the whole thing was going to blow up, but it did actually work. Yeah, PCBs don't cost much. Yes, that's a point to John Bernard Matthews. Quite right. I was thinking of actually doing a Star Wars quiz. Andrew Money Mental would love it. I've got this, like I say, it's missing a bit, but it's got some really good questions in it. It looks like a really good quiz. So I might actually do that on the channel if anyone's interested. Benny Hill? No. All I remember about Benny Hill was you'd have 2 bald men, like, who always appear here in front of a lady. Yeah. Hello, Husties. Good to see you, Gary. The question is, why did the fuse go? That's a very good point, isn't it? Yeah, some sort of surge thing. Will it go again? It's a very, very good point. So anyway, Could not find this on eBay. I googled it, and I got some. It's made in Korea, and I got some sort of selling website, I think from Korea, which was selling it for like the equivalent of about 120 quid. I could not believe it. So I'm going to try and sell it for 120 quid, I think. Why not? I'm going to put in the description that it's made in Korea. Yeah, and the weird thing with this is that one of these headphone sockets, you put a headphone in it and you would expect the speakers to stop, but you get it through the headphones and you're still getting through the speaker. Now, I don't know whether it's designed like that. I very much doubt it. But I've put that. I'm just going to pop that in the thing as well. Could be the last one in the UK. It could be the last one in the UK. Who knows? 120 quid. Like I say, probably cost me a couple of quid. I can't even remember where I got it. Model. Oh, I'll keep an eye on the interest on it. It's a Seisho PS30. For me, do my research. That'd be fantastic. I think there might have, was there one that was a ridiculously low sale price or something? I can't remember. It was only yesterday. I can't remember. I've already been out this morning. Lovely day this morning. Been down to UPS. No, yeah, nothing on solds. I mean, Seisho, I didn't think was a particularly great make. But this one feels very nice. Nothing on eBay at all. Let's have one more Google. No, nothing. I image searched it and nothing came up. Carousel, that's where I saw it. Carousel.com, Hong Kong. We'll see Hong Kong. Yeah, that's the only one I saw with any reference. Google shows it. Yeah, it's the Carousel link, I think, probably. And that's the one I went to, and it was like 1,200 Hong Kong dollars, which I think is about 120 quid. Yeah, Carousel. Yeah. Yes. I've actually done something right. Dave will be proud. Right, okay. So I'm going to go for 120 quid and see how it goes. So that's draft. I bought a Game & Watch the other day. Very, very naughty buying Game & Watches. Sales are driven. Oh, is tea break over? Okay, Lee, see you later. Yeah, my sales haven't been as good. Just keep on listing. That's all you can do. It is up and down. Now, I can't remember whether I bought this or got it free off someone. Can't remember at all. I've got it as part of a bundle. I could check my spreadsheet and find out. But it doesn't work, which is very sad. Because if it had worked, I probably would have kept it. And I opened it up, and it had 6 volts sort of going around it. And it seemed to be going around the circuit board. And I couldn't work out where it was not working. So sold as parts. That one sold as parts again. Oh, Zahir Malik. Hello, Z. How you doing? Calm before the storm, gamer boy. Yeah. If your sales are low, maybe other people have got other concerns at the moment. We're trying to get petrol or whatever. But I've got a feeling that come Q4, when there are no toys being delivered in the shops because we all need food and toilet roll as a priority, that anyone selling toys online on eBay or just through their online store, Z, are going to be absolutely raking it in because people are going to be desperate this quarter. That's what I reckon. And this is why I'm not really putting my stuff on much discount, because I think you wait till this time next month, it will start. I could be wrong. But yeah, get ready for that. I've got a ton of Lego I need to sort out, and it will be going on like for Christmas. So, Invader from Space, unfortunately not working. I'm sure Dave could fix it in like that, but he can buy it if he wants. Who knows? But a not working Invader from Space. Jilly B, living her life her way. How you doing, Jilly B? Good to see you. Dave's very worried about Q4. Today's post office pickup will be yeah. Dave's are you worried from the postman's point of view? From the like eBay salesperson's point of view, I'm kind of like going, it's got to be good, isn't it? But yeah, it's all crazy. Pete's predictions, no new show right there. Well, yeah, but the new show I really want to do is, you don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this, for people telling me how I should run my eBay business. Just like, 5-minute, take the stage. Only me. You want to not buy broken stuff. You want to. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I think that'd be brilliant. Well, it sounds like a song, Jilly B. It sounds like a song, so it had to be sung. Right, Invaders from Space. Let's have a look at the old solds. So I've probably got about 15 parcels got to go out today. The majority of them are wrapped. I think I maybe got to wrap about four or five more, but they don't have to go today. Yeah, Derek, buying broken stuff. If there's, if that cost me like £1 and there's a demand for it, one sold for £21. I'd rather sell that for £21 than a working thing for a tenner, What's this one say? So if it was working, probably sell for, well, it's all over the place, the solds. Some are going for 8, some are going for... So it's £21 free postage. So I'll probably do $14.99. That'll do me. Baseboard. Lego baseboard. Put the measurements in. Put the number of studs. That by that. They sell quite well, for the large ones. I've got a few of those as well. Right, $14.99. Small parcel, £3.79 postage. Take a photo of that later, get it listed. What else have we got? I've done a stereo. Now I've got a video up there which I thought was listed, and it's not. It's a combi. Let's see how much that's worth. That'd be good to get that off the shelf. It's a DVD Philips 755 VR. I will just, it's probably already been tested probably several times, but I will just test it again. So parts only £15. 149.84. Parts only £15. Refurbished, which you can't do apparently, according to one of Phil's videos. £150. Well, let's have a look at sold, normal sold. Just your bog standard person selling it. £48 with leads and remote. £60. They've all got a dash after them. Dash 05. That's going to be on the back, no doubt. £60. Free post. £85. Interesting. Do I do 50 or 60? What people are doing at the moment? I think 60 with postage. I think that looks good for what's on there at the moment. Someone's trying to do one for 70. They've got the remote. Have I got the remote? I might have the remote up there. Right. Tarasin has to take a cold shower. Good luck with that. Oh, my God. I have tried cold showers. And I thought, yeah, this will be really good every morning. Just cold shower, really get you going. It does get you buzzing. But I'll do it one day. The next day, I'm like, nah, I don't think so. So what was I going to do for this? $59.99 and £7, whatever it is, postage. Richard bought a mini disc Walkman. I love mini disc, £8, and it was broken. Probably get £20 for it, but still would have been 60 to 70. Yeah, it's the whole thing with buying any electronic. You got to think, what would I get for its spares and repairs? And if you're picking up, you know, like, what's that rattling? That's not good. Well, it's not hugely bad, but one of the hooks has snapped off. But if you are selling, if you've got something like that and you picked it up for like £2, you know, I know even spares and repairs, that's going to get like probably 20 at least. So yeah, well worth taking the risk if you know it. But yeah, I love a mini disc. I mean, I bought one the other day. I listed it the other day. Let me bring it up. It hasn't sold yet, but it's a lovely, lovely thing. It's a Sony. What I'll do is a bit of show and tell on some of my nicer stuff. Sony. And I bought it for £20, but it was off a guy who is a regular, source of stuff. How do you share the blooming screen? Share screen. This one. There we go. So I think I showed it on a thing, but it was £20. Had the remote control, and I kind of thought in my head, even if that doesn't work, it will go for like 40. Got to go for £40. It looks like a small telly, like the size of a small telly from the back, like a little flat screen, tiny one. But a mini disc worked fine, had old. And the only thing that was a bit dodgy was the CD mechanism wasn't coming out fully, so I did put a bit of kind of like grease on there. But yeah, but a mini disc, love it. Yes, yeah, definitely don't pay more than, well, try and pay less. Gimbal's got it, unless you don't want to buy crap electronics, crap makes, avoid that. It's not just, you don't just get anything. It's got to be looked good. A sealed Masterpiece board game. I don't know that one. Let's have a look at that Masterpiece board game. Oh, yes, I do. The antique things. Yeah, that is a bit of a bolo, isn't it? Sealed. Fantastic. What's that going to go on at, Derek? That's got to be like 70 plus, isn't it? Yeah, it's going for like around about 25, 30 quid used. That is a find. It's strange things you find. Neil, I've unwittingly bought too much broken electronicery in the recent months. Yeah, I very much used to get a bit bogged down with electronics because I always thought, well, I'll fix it. I'll change the caps, find out what's wrong with it. I've tended more now just to sell a lot of stuff straight off and not try, unless it's a simple-ish fix. I mean, I've got a Kindle. In actual fact, I am changing over the USB port on that, which I haven't done yet. But I'm just kind of a bit worried I might break it even more. Who knows? Peter Ray, he's been wandering around Kingston, if you haven't seen his video. So do check that out. Going around all them expensive charity shops. Yes, it's... I don't bother with charity shops anymore. Can't be doing with it. Well, I was going to list this, but like I say, this little bit of plastic's just broken off. I can't believe that's done that. Well, I guess it's better that it does it here than if it gets sold. I'm trying to work out. I mean, the door still works. Yeah, no, I can't sell that. You wouldn't get anything spares and repairs for that. And I think that was part of the bundle. Again, nice looking thing. Let's have a quick look anyway. Yeah, £70 definitely. That's what my my head is saying. RQCW. £1. £35 if it's working. Oh, I just want to be sure that has snapped off. I'm sure it has, but I cannot see where from. I'm desperate to sell it. Just, oh, you can't even see it. Just a little spring and a little hinge thing. I'll look at that later. Have a think about that one. Right, what else I've got to sell? I've not listed. I've got a couple of broken PS2 Slims which are going on, which were freebies, or one of them was. And I've got this George Harrison Gretsch which hasn't gone on yet, but I've not tested it, so I might well get that drafted. Needs a bit of a clean up. Because when I'll get that drafted, and I'm assuming I'm going to have to dig out an Xbox 360 to test that. I did plug some batteries in, and the light came on, which is, the first hurdle. But let's get it drafted. That will force me to do it later. Right, so it's a what's it called? Guitar Hero. Gretsch, George Harrison. And when I researched it, I saw a sold one for £65. It would be incredible getting that price. Pure Retro was in Kingston on Saturday. I haven't been to Kingston for a long time. Hi, Kez. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, that's interesting. Pure Retro picked up old digital camera for 20p. It sold the memory card and the battery. That is a thing, because I always like, if I see cameras, if it's a digital camera, I'm like, nah, don't want a digital camera. But yeah, if the battery works, and you've got a charger maybe. Again, I would think it'd have to be fairly sought after, like a nice Canon Nixus or something like that, or maybe a Sony one that's going to be popular, but someone's lost the charger. But yeah, right. Someone's trying to sell one for £70 with the box. £65 with the box. And let's have a look at sold. It was an Nixus. Yeah, I know all about the Nixus because I used to work for Canon. I remember when that came out. Well, they always did. They did film Nixuses. Lovely little cameras. They were designed so they fit in the top pocket. That was the kind of design of them. £65 free post. £35 free post. £70. Well, what do you go for? I think you go for $59.99, I think. And I might go and test that in a minute. Get it on and listed. I'm going to go $59.99. I think I'll stick the postage. My default postage. Oh, I'll keep the postage there. It's £7.50 for like any courier. So I only tend to change it if I know something is just big but light. So not over 2K, or it's like massively heavy. I might put it up. But we'll save that as draft. Oi, oi! Girls and boys, it's your boy, Kieran's in the chat. How you doing, Rummage Around? Good to see you. Been catching up on what you've been doing. You've been busy boy. Keep coming up on my bloody Instagram. We did a few weeks ago. What was it? Something to do with TikTok or something. Very crazy things are going on in Rummage Around land. Yeah. Of course, Kieran went full time. Oh, how many months ago was it now? It's a good old few months ago. And when I was watching the Reselling Joa, I noticed he's got some recommendations at the top for other reselling channels, and Kieran's there. So go and check him out. Rummage Around. So one of the best names, I think, on better than mine, isn't it? Ooh. Right. Oh my God. Kieran, if I could give you a bit of chocolate, I would. Look at him. He's doing so well. He's splashing the cash. Look at it. Keep smashing these lives. Well, like I say, the new actual part of the show that I want to do is like a 5-minute section from someone from the chat to come on and basically tell me what I'm doing wrong in my because you get. I used to do it. I used to be terrible when I used to watch like Z, and I'd sort of offer which I thought was helpful advice, which is basically like, you don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this. So it was going to be like a 5-minute section to come on and slate my kind of like reselling business. Yeah, great idea. But thanks very much, Kira. That's more chocolate for me later on. Fantastic. Only me, yes. No. You don't want to do it like that. Go and check out some Harry Enfield. I've been watching that. And what else was I watching yesterday? I was watching, there was this thing on like one of the Freeview channels, which was a program all about the Spice Girls. And I wasn't in the country when the Spice Girls took off, which would have been 95, 96. And I remember getting back and saying to one of my mates, I don't understand it. They're just like pretty normal. And he was like, yeah, that's the point. They could be like working at Tesco's. I'm like, oh, right. And then I kind of got it. But I was amazed. Like they kind of like showed all the Spice Girls singles and played them all. And then they played like they had the Victoria Beckham Out of Your Mind, Jerry Halliwell, Look at Me, Mel C's one she did with Bryan Adams, and the Mel B one. And like those solo like records are really forgettable. Even like the last few Spice Girls singles, they tend to go through a bit of a formula, didn't they? A mate of mine actually worked for Virgin at the time, and I remember telling me at the time, he goes, like before they got big, you want to put a bet on them having the number one at Christmas, and he was right. They did. They did have the number one. He was with them the year they turned on the lights at Oxford Street, and he's got this photo of him, the Spice Girls. But yeah, there you go. Anyone watched Squid Game yet? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Squid Game? Yeah, well, I'll check that out. Squid Game, definitely. Always worth doing what your gut says. Well, you're quite right, see. That's why I'm eating this chocolate. Beautiful. Right, we're coming to an end. I think I've only listed 4 things. But like I say, my son's at home today, so I'm looking after him. He's going around coughing over everything. Hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous Monday. Get a few things listed. Get the thing you do every day done, and then you can chill for the rest of the day. No, then you can do some extra bits if you want to. But I hope you all have a brilliant, brilliant day. And I will try and hunt out Squid Game. It sounds intriguing. So, yeah, thanks for that, Kieran. Can I get some more chocolate, dude? I will, dude. Don't you worry. Right. See you later, guys. Take it easy. Have a fabulous day.